come down to Trump 2.0 in another dramatic turn of events in the Trump 2.0 administration. Well, the outspoken Fox News host and staunch Trump ally Pete Hegseth is now making headlines for all the wrong reasons. President-elect Donald Trump is considering Florida Governor Ron DeSantis as a possible replacement for Pete Hegseth, his pick to run the Pentagon. This comes just days after Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz made a similar announcement, shaking the foundations of the pro-Trump camp. Gaetz withdrew from consideration after being nominated to be Donald Trump's Attorney General amidst a sex scandal. Hegseth's candidature has landed in controversy. This amidst increasing disquiet among some GOP senators about allegations concerning his treatment of women, drinking and capacity to run the U.S. military behemoth. But these are not the only dominoes to fall. Trump's pick to lead the Drug Enforcement Administration has also abruptly withdrawn his name from consideration days after being chosen. That is Chad Chronister. He posted on X that he made the decision as the gravity of this very important responsibility set in. He didn't cite a very specific reason why he's chosen to withdraw, other than concluding that he wants to continue in his present role. Now, with these apparent retreats, the question is, will others follow? All right, let's get in David Johnston to get a perspective on how this really is adding up for Trump 2.0. Thank you so much, Mr. Johnston, for taking out the time. Professor of Public Policy, Rochester Institute of Technology. The fact is that as things are looking right now, this could be the third key appointment that may have to be rethought of by President-elect Donald Trump. It doesn't augur well for his administration, does it?
It certainly does not, Gaurie. Donald Trump always brags, I pick the best people, I get the best people, and then he comes up with candidates like these. 6 Republican senators have indicated to various journalists that they will not vote to confirm. And you only need 1 senator on the committee that oversees this appointment to decline to support Hegseth, and he's out. And given that there's more likely coming about his conduct, being drunk, assaulting women, and remarks that he's made, I think it's highly unlikely that Hegseth will become Secretary of Defense, a job for which he has no qualifications.
Professor Johnston, now explain to us that, when one is, of course, the set of announcements that have been made by President-elect, then there is the entire process that has to go through, right? Why is it that people are choosing to withdraw their candidature instead of going through the process? Explain to our viewers the whole process as far as Senate appointments are concerned. What is it that they are now foreseeing, which is the reason why they are opting out of the race?
Gaurie, one of the principles in the American Constitution is that principal officers of the United States government, military officers, and federal judges must be approved by the Senate, the upper chamber of Congress. And it only requires a majority vote, but if you can't get a majority of the 100 senators to vote for you, you do not get the appointment. Now, traditionally, if problems arose, for example, a very popular Senator John Tower from Texas back in 1989 was nominated to be Defense Secretary. He was very qualified for that job, but he had numerous incidents of public drunkenness, and he was rejected as a result of that. And typically, once you know there are not enough votes for you to go through, you withdraw so that the president may propose a new candidate for that position.
Right. And lastly, the fact that there have been 3 in your assessment, do you think there could be more, or this could pretty much be capping this, some of the controversial appointments or the announcements at least that have been made by the president-elect so far?
Well, these were all cabinet positions, people who run the agencies at the direction of the president. I think the remaining cabinet positions that have been announced will go through. However, it's almost certain that there will be people in sub-cabinet positions running smaller agencies who will run into similar issues about their conduct, about their backgrounds. Donald Trump had planned to do these appointments without having the FBI do background checks. He's now been persuaded that at least for some of the positions, notably the Justice Department, which includes the FBI, that he will have FBI background checks so that he's not blindsided by things like the accusations of sexual assault and drunkenness involving Pete Hegseth.
Indeed. And which brings me to ask that how soon could all of this actually get over? Because, the one thing that President-elect has said again and again is he wants to start and, hit the ball running, so to say, from day one. How long will his entire cabinet appointments and everything take for him to actually get the job done or at least get going on it?
Well, he's not president until January 20th. So all of this is
after that. I'm asking
independent.
after that, yeah.
Right. Typically, it takes several months for this process, but if Senate Republicans who have a 53-seat majority want to, they can very quickly move these nominations through and get them approved. But you should expect that the last cabinet appointee probably won't be confirmed and sworn into office until sometime in April.
Okay, so this could take some time, and hopefully by then there will not be any more unlikely truths coming out of the closet till then. Hopefully, yes, hopefully. Thank you so much, Professor Johnston, for speaking to me and really decoding how things are unraveling right now for President-elect Donald Trump.